Hi, it's Vic. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this fun Halloween card. So I'm using my favourite things outside the box die for my card base, and then I also have the add-on which I've gone ahead and I've used black card to die cut these little pieces, and these have a embossed line so you can see where it is you need to fold. So I'm just going ahead and gluing them pieces together. I'm using PVA glue, and then I've gone ahead and die cut 3 of the little strips that go inside the box. So I've just adhered them down to the inside part of the box, just folding it all together. And then I'm just applying some pressure just to make sure that that's adhered nicely. And then I have the back piece of the card, and then I've gone ahead and die cut 3 of the little strips. So for the back piece of the card, I've die cut 2 pieces, and the white piece I'm going to be ink blending. But first I've got some masking paper and a circle die, so I'm just going to run this through my die cutting machine, and this is to keep the paper white while I'm ink blending. So I have the Cloud Stencil, I've got 3 colours of Distress Oxide ink, and then I've also got a black ink too. So I'm just going ahead using my blender brush, and then I'm going to add my distress colours. So I've got my purple, black and my green, and then also my blue. So they're the colours that I'm using to create my spooky sky. So here I have the Distress ink refill in black soot, so I'm just adding some water, and I have a paintbrush just to add a couple of droplets onto my ink blended panel. Then I've gone ahead and used a bigger brush because I wanted lots more of the droplets. So next I have them little strips that go around the outside of the box. So I've just used the purple blender brush. I haven't added any more ink. I'm just using the ink that's already on there just to add some colour. And then the biggest one, I'm obviously going to put my sentiment on there. So this is the Hello Bluebird Tabitha stamp set. So I'm using my Memento Tuxedo black ink, just going to apply that onto my stamp, and I'm also again adding some purple colour to this, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. Once that's done, I'm just going to remove that mask I applied, and now you can see how that worked. We have the bright white moon, and now I'm just popping this onto my card panel. So I'm using PVA glue, and this is the main part of the box card that will stand up at the back. So you only need to apply the glue along the bottom strip. You can use any glue you like. I always like to use PVA because it is really strong. Just make sure you give it a good pinch and squeeze to make sure that glue sets nicely. And then I'm just sticking my sentiment down before I start on my images. So I'm going to go ahead and do some stamping. I have some Copic friendly paper. I'm using Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I'm just going to show you how I quickly coloured up these images. So once I've coloured up my images, I've got a white gel pen, so I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple of highlights. So I've added some highlights to her hat, her boots, the bat wings, and some on her dress, I think. So next I'm just going ahead and popping my images together. So with the die you get lots of little strips that cut out, which are really handy for images like the witch because it helps hold her up. So to adhere this, I've just popped some double-sided tape onto the piece that's sticking onto the box, so the back piece, and then I've also applied some at the front so I can stick my witch down. And then I've gone ahead and done the same with the cats and then the pumpkins, and then the images at the back of the box I've just used PVA glue to adhere them down. So I'm just going ahead and add in another pumpkin and, well, two pumpkins and then a couple of bats, and I think it looks really cute. And it's also really handy because this folds into an envelope too. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got some more Halloween cards coming up on my channel, and if you enjoyed the video, I'd love to have you join me by subscribing, and thank you so much for watching. Take care, bye.